Hi, welcome to my follow-up after Stamp Wars 18 video. We had an awesome Stamp Wars on Saturday night over on Nancy Stamp's YouTube channel. Our sponsor was The Ton, and I was the host. But this is my follow-up video where I show you two cards that I created following the same ground rules that the participants had to follow. I want to say that there is a coupon code in my description box below for The Ton. However, it is only good until February 23rd. So you want to head on over to The Ton and use that coupon as soon as possible so that you can get that discount listed below. Also, I will be providing a prize. The items that we received from The Ton as participants, the stencils and the die set, I will be giving one of those away to one lucky winner. Stay tuned to this video so you can hear how you can be entered to win a chance at the prize. The first card that I created with the peaceful peonies is this one with the beautiful peach flowers. And the second one is this one with the beautiful purple flowers and the black background. Let's get started. Nancy, Stacy, Chow, and myself received the Peaceful Peonies Layering Stencil Set. This is a set of 4 stencils. We also received the matching coordinating die, which is the Peaceful Peonies die. If you head over to The Ton, you will see that they have several different layering stencil sets featuring different types of flowers. So I have a piece of white cardstock. This is half a sheet. The stencils are 6 by 6, and I find that they are easier to layer if you just use them as a 6 by 6. You can always trim them down as opposed to trying to stencil them onto a regular A2 card base. I'm using my Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station, and I have several colors of ink from Catherine Pooler. I selected Grass Skirt, Garden Party, and Lime Ricky. Now this is stencil layer number 1. The layer numbers are etched in the upper left hand corner. You want to align all of your stencils based on that upper left hand corner. If you do that, you'll be golden. So what I'm doing is using Lime Ricky on some of these leaves. Now I'm going to go ahead and try Garden Party, and I'm seeing that there are a variety of different leaves. So for the smaller leaves, I'm using Garden Party. And then for the larger leaves, I'm using Grass Skirt. I think I said Lime Ricky. I meant Grass Skirt. Grass Skirt is this bright green color. And then Garden Party is the light green color. So yeah, this stencil has a lot of leaves, a lot of foliage. And it's just amazing how well these all come together once you blend everything. And if you don't feel like using different colors, you can just use one color. The choice is yours. Either way, it's going to look beautiful. Okay, I'm almost done blending these leaves, and then we'll do the reveal so you can see how awesome this looks. I think it looks incredible. I can actually see from this perspective how the peonies are going to nest into the little leaves that I just ink blended. Okay, so we're going to take stencil number 2, line it up, top left hand corner, and use clay mask. There are little tiny flower buds. You might not be able to see them on the camera, but I'm using clay mask to fill in the little tiny flower buds. If I had a smaller brush, this would have been an easier task, but I didn't think to grab one of my little mini blending brushes. Nonetheless, I got the job done, and it turned out really nice, blending this clay mask into those little spots for the little dots, which are the flower buds. Next, we'll switch over to Peach Bellini, and we'll use that to color the main flowers that are here in this stencil. Again, this is Peaceful Peonies from The Ton, and I will have linked below how you can find The Ton online. My next ink color is Catching Rays, and I'm using it to color in those little tiny flower buds that you can see just kind of sprayed around the main flower. Okay, now we're going with our next layer for our stencil. Again, you want to go ahead and keep your lining it up with that upper left-hand corner. Again, these stencils do have numbers on them, so you know which layer that you're on. And this is clay mask, and there's some little flowers that kind of look like little stars. I'm going to go ahead and use clay mask to color in those little flowers. Okay, so on this layer there's still one more color that you'll need, and I grabbed shea butter, which is a nice rich yellow. I'm switching to my yellow brush. I use this same color brush for the different color families. I do swipe it off in between the different layers. All right, that looks amazing. I am falling in love with this stencil. Now let's go ahead with our next layer. Again, lining it up with the upper left-hand corner. And I'm going to grab a little bit of a pale pink color ink. And Do-Si-Do, it's one of those ink colors, it's not a punch you in the face pink. That would be pucker up. So I grabbed Do-Si-Do, and I'm using it for this entire layer except for the green areas. There are some little leaves here that I want to pay attention to. And for that, I have Grass Skirt. This is fun. Like I said, I only wish I would have used my smaller blending brushes for this little tiny area. I didn't have any trouble. Don't get me wrong, I didn't have any trouble with this size brush. And this is my small brush. It's not my mini, but my small. And the only thing is I should have grabbed my little minis. Well, let's have a look at this panel. Wow, didn't that turn out great? Sorry about my arm there. I just love the look of this. I think it's so soft and beautiful. It's going to make a wonderful card. So with Stamp Wars, we do what we call sabotages. And one of the sabotages that I had was, I think it was after 20 minutes, they had to switch to a different type of ink. So that's why I'm switching over to Distress Oxide inks. It's part of the fun of Stamp Wars. You just never know what sabotage you're going to get. Using Rustic Wilderness, by the way. I told them that they had to create 2 cards, and they had to switch inks, so basically 2 different inks. But Nancy had already ink blended hers, both her panels, before I said to switch inks, so she didn't have to do that. I think she did for her sentiment. She switched to a different kind of ink. But anyways, I also told them they had to add a little bling. And I was pretty specific. I was looking for some kind of liquid bling, like whether it be Wink Estella or Spectrum Noir, sparkle pen. That's what I was looking for. I wanted them to add that. I also told them they had to make 1 a birthday card and 1 a thinking of you or encouragement card. By the way, I switched over to Lucky Clover ink. I'm just inking up these leaves on this first layer, using different colors of Distress Oxide inks. This is Twisted Citron. See, I have a tiny blending brush. I'm getting into all those little nooks and crannies. With my Distress Oxide inks, I have more a variety of sizes of blending brushes for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, so there we go. We've got our foliage. Now let's go ahead and add layer number 2, our peonies. I grabbed Milled Lavender, Shaded Lilac, Seedless Preserves, and Villainous Potion. So I've got 4 different color of purple inks. I'm going to start with Seedless Preserves for those little tiny flower buds. Okay, it's time for my question. I said that I would have a question that you would answer in the comment section below if you'd like to be entered into the prize. The prize is a complete set of these stencils for Peaceful Peonies and the matching coordinating die. Thank you so much to the Ton for making this prize possible. Okay, everybody, here's my question. If you had this stencil set and die set, what color would you create? Would you create purple peonies or pink or red or white? Tell me what color peonies you would create. Leave your comment below in the comment box and I will pick a winner. This contest is open to U.S. residents ages 18 and older. Now, for some reason, my stencil shifted a little bit, but that's okay. I just go ahead and realign it. The Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station has heavy-duty magnets that really do a great job of holding everything into place. I'll have a link below as to where you can find the Wendy Vecchi Make Art Station. It comes in 2 different sizes. This is the large or the original size. There's also a mini. All right, let's go to number 3. Remember, number 3 has these pretty little flowers that look like stars. So I'm going to line this up. Of course, left-hand corner, the top left-hand corner is your guide. And I'm going to use seedless preserves for those flowers. I just love how effortless it is. Doesn't take a lot of work for a very dramatic result. These flowers would make a beautiful card for any occasion. Everything from a wedding to anniversary. Someone said even a sympathy card. Oh, one other sabotage that I requested was that they create one card using the die and one card without the die. This will give you the idea of what it looks like to create with or without the die. Honestly, this came together so quickly. I could see myself pulling this stencil set out time and time again to create a very quick birthday card on the fly. Somebody that I really, that I think is really special and deserves something super pretty and sweet. I could totally see myself using this and just going for the wow factor. Okay, now I have Salvage Patina. I thought the bluish green color of Salvage Patina would go well with this purple color scheme. So I'm using it on just some of the little tiny bits, some of the little leaves or whatnot that surround the beautiful flower itself. All right, I'm trying to decide here. It looks like I'm going to use some seedless preserves and taking a look at it, just making sure that's what I want to do. Getting myself back aligned again. Oh, I'm being brave. I'm not using the magnets. Now I am. Another little note about Stamp Wars. We don't know what we're getting before we open the package live online. And so it can be quite surprising for us to see what it is that we're going to be creating with. But it certainly is a lot of fun. It's once a month on Nancy's YouTube channel. I'll have a link below to the most recent Stamp Wars. So if you're not familiar with it, I would encourage you to head over there and watch it. I was the host, so I did not create this time. I talked and asked questions and tried to read the comments the best that I could. and answer any questions that our viewers had. And also I wanted to let you know that Nancy has the giveaway on her channel, which is the same as my giveaway, a stencil set and a coordinating die. Chow also is having a giveaway of a nice prize packet. It'll be different than the one that Nancy and I have. Oh, look how pretty, you guys. And then Stacy will also have a giveaway on her channel. So you want to check out their channels, and I'll have them linked below. Wow, wow, wow. Look at how beautiful this is. It is gorgeous. I can't decide which one I like more, the purple or the peach. Okay, so off camera, I trimmed my panel using the matching die. I also have a cover plate die from the ton. This is the Quilted A2 cover plate die. I picked this up at the stamp show when I was in Allentown. I got to meet the owner of the ton. Her name is Effie. Very, very nice, very talented person. Super willing to explain everything and how it works. She spends a lot of her time on the road going to stamp shows, so we're excited that we are able to help support a small business. All right, so I used my Gemini Junior. Now I need to adhere this trimmed panel with all these beautiful floral images onto this die cut cover plate. So I thought what I'll do is I'll lay the panel down flat, and then I'll put the glue on the back of the panel, and then I'll attach the cutout cover plate right to the back of that. This way, because it kind of gets a little difficult if you're just trying to lay it straight on top, because there's that little gap there, that the way that my die cut machine cut it, in other words. So you might not have that yourself, but that's what I did, and what I thought, I'll just trim around it with a pair of scissors, anything that's kind of hanging over. And that worked out just fine. I love this cover plate die that's quilted. Not only does it have the quilting hash marks, but it has little hearts. So where the dots would be, it's actually little hearts. You can see it better when I put a piece of white paper behind it. I just thought that black really looked stunning behind the lush flowers. Just kept the theme of just a really rich card. All right, so I have another die set from the ton. This one cuts out the sentiments and the shadow layer. This one is called Many Sentiments Cover Plate Die. So you would cut out your sentiments in any color you'd like, and then you'd cut out your shadow. And you'll see I have cut them out in black and white. But what I decided to use was Happy Birthday on my front of my card, and I popped it up on foam tape. And then I thought this peach would look really pretty just with the word hugs. And I'm just trying to decide whether I want to do black and white or white and black. So this is my storage system for my sentiments. This is a 3-ring binder. It has little baseball card pouches inside of it. And I just put my sentiments and other little things that I can add to my cards or stencil projects right there in that folder. And I'm going to finish those sentiments, and I'm going to put them in that folder. I also have one for the holidays. I keep that separate from my everyday sentiments. I want to give a shout out to Amy over at Amy's Wares, who I learned this system from. Okay, now let's go ahead and finish this card. I'm going to use a black card base. I have some rose gold foil cardstock that I'm going to put on this black card base. Then I will put my peach peonies on top of the rose gold cardstock. I cut this out with a stitch rectangle die from Paper Rose. I also cut this floral panel out with a stitch rectangle die. How gorgeous is that? Amazing. I think it's stunning. I am so pleased that we had the opportunity to play with these stencils and the die. And it's been a wonderful experience having the Ton as a sponsor. Okay, so I have a little sentiment from the Ton, and it says hugs. But before I put that on, I grabbed my glitter pen, and I'm just going to go and add some sparkle to these flowers. So this is the dye ink. It is the Catherine Puller ink panel. I didn't have any problems with the ink smearing or, basically all I'm doing is adding a little bit of glitter on top. It's not changing the way the ink looks because the ink has had time to sit, and it's not, some people say, well, you're using a water-based glitter product on dye ink. Aren't you reactivating that ink? It doesn't seem to be doing that, is what I'm saying. I guess I would have to apply a lot more water for that to happen. Okay, after I put the sparkle on, then I add the sentiment, which is popped up on foam tape. Just right in the middle of that card, you can see all that sparkle. You can never have too much shine and sparkle and glitter. I really like adding it to these flowers. So pretty, you guys. So 2 beautiful cards, 2 completely different looks, I think, using the same stencil. I'll go ahead and grab that black card with the purple flowers and put them side by side so you can see them. And let me know which one you like the best. If you're new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Please give this video a thumbs up if you like these cards. Thank you so much for watching. Have a hopeful day. Take care. Bye-bye.